I've spent $74,691 worth of Frost Stars and Whiteout Survival in 240 days. Now, today I'm going to go through some stuff. I have a little bit of spending to do. We do have Alliance Mobilization, so I don't want to forget about that. I'm in a bit of a rush, but I'm going to try to give this the full attention because I was trying to record for the Unshielded show, and that didn't work out. I've got some more technical difficulties to work through. I really wanted to get that recorded this weekend, but it didn't work out for many reasons. One of the reasons is because my wife didn't get a good sleep, and when she doesn't get a good sleep, I don't get a good sleep. So that's not related to the game, but I know some of you like hearing my little personal story, so there you have it. The other thing is we were actually trying to set up Bear Trap 3, and I don't want these members in our alliance to be put out for too long, so I was trying to spend some more time to get this all set up. I have not been the guy who does the banners in our alliance a lot, so I messed up and I had to redo it, and I had to pop back and forth between the two different alliances. I think this is good enough for now, but I think we really need to get this a little bit closer to, here's what our configuration looks like. So for you veterans who know how this is done, like there's our two bear traps and there's our headquarters over here, kind of triangle configuration. I think we could have made it a little bit closer to make it a little bit more convenient for things like Crazy Joe and support during battle phase, but this is what we have for now. I think it's good enough for now, but I think we do need to kind of look at our banners a little bit. We got too many gaps in here now, and we need to kind of redo it. Anyways, that's what I was doing tonight. Oh, and relating to things that I completely screwed up because of Unshielded show and technical difficulties, I got my daily alarm for Arena, and I ignored it because I was like 15 minutes away. I'll be fine 15 minutes away. I really need to change that to like a 5-minute timer or maybe a 10-minute timer. I usually like to give myself 15 minutes heads up in case I need to log in or stop what I'm doing. But I was having some technical difficulties with my recording setup, and I was investigating it, and before you knew it, it was 2 minutes after the reset. And I'm like, no, I was doing so good. I came in 5th place and I did 0 on the last day of Arena. That's how good of a place I was in. I would have easily taken 3rd place at least. Man, it just miffs me, but what am I going to do? I got to just ignore it. We always got next week. Oh, all that work and all that extra mithril I spent just to get my gear just a little bit up to give myself a little edge, and it was all for nothing. Not to mention the gems I wasted. Let's not talk about it. Anyways, it happens. It happens. I know if you play the game a lot, it probably happened to you too. It's one of those common things that just happen sometimes. Real life takes over, and real life always has to win, you know? Unfortunately. So let's take a look at what we got on the event schedule. I got to really make sure I don't forget to do Alliance Mobilization before I start spending, but we do have a Frosty Fortune coming up. So I'm not going to use it for pets this time because I think I'm doing fine for pets. Last time we had 2 pets almost back to back. So we do have pets coming again though, but I don't know. I'm going to have to take a look. Maybe we will use it for pets again. We got the Twin Star Adventure we talked about yesterday. By the way, for the Twin Star Adventure, there's a lot of people coming out with different theories on what it's going to be. Until we see the event, we don't really know. But I did see Shield put up a little, video about it and kind of proposed what would be the good team composure. I think he's probably about right. But I think it's kind of like what I thought to begin with. Like basically, if you really want to do well in the event, you're going to need a bunch of people who spend. If you want to try to pull someone else along, so basically, if you have 2 whales and 1 free to play, that may be the ideal mix because then you have 2 people who are spending a lot and they'll kind of pull along the other person. But honestly, I'm like the team that we have right now. Like there's not many people who are true whales and spending at the level I'm spending, anyways. So it's kind of like ladies spend a bunch, so not to take that away from her. She's more of a shark, and Danielle has spent as well. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to like put social pressure on people to spend. I just want to make sure that we're, that the distribution is on a team where some people are going to help, basically. And I'm fine with helping people along too. So I think it's going to work out well, but we don't really know. We don't really know if there's going to be any team dynamics or anything like that. As far as I can tell, it's basically just Tundra Adventure with those 2 little extra side benefits of getting the extra coins and the extra bombs. I think that's all it's going to amount to. But if it amounts to something more than that, then maybe there will be some kind of cool team aspect that'll be good for us to play events together or celebrate together, something like that. I think we're going to do just fine, though. Between the free stuff you get and the little bit of spending, I'm not sure how much they're going to spend, honestly. I certainly don't want to put any social pressure on them or anybody to spend just because they're with me. I'm going to spend because that's how I spend on this event anyways. And if I can help them out, I'll be happy to do that as well. And I don't know if there's going to be some ranking system, some tier reward system. They hinted about all this stuff, but until we see the event, we don't really know. So let's not worry about it too much. Let's just have some fun with the event, shall we? That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm spending on it anyways because we got Alliance Mobilization, and it's basically going to be like a Tundra adventure. So, you know, let's just have some fun with the event and not worry about that. So with that said, I think that's all the events. When King of Icefield's done, I just made sure I got my basic points for that. Armament competition is going to include books of knowledge and stuff. So I was thinking I can either do some more expert speeds or books of knowledge, or probably just the fire crystal shards for research again would make sense, just to use a little bit of that to clear that out. Wild Brawl is over, and now we got Alliance Mobilization. So let's do what I always do here, is I'll max out my attempts. I'll buy the Mobilization Booster Pack. And then I'm going to start with a purchase because I know I'm going to be spending some tonight. I'll show you what that is. All right, got my 50K purchase queued up. And there is another purchase in here. Maybe I'll use the other ones for... The thing is, the purchase gives you better rewards with the 200% or the 120% bonus there. So like, I can't show you, but you'll get a better bonus. So if I'm going to do a little bit of spending, it's probably better to do it with the bonus one. So the first spending I'm going to do, though, is going to be on... Let's take a look at the standard shop here. I'm going to basically buy steel again. So this is not the best deal in the game for steel. I think the Wishful Emporium gives you a better deal, but you can only get it from so many shops, and it's certainly not a good deal in the regular shop. So the plans that I had, and you do get steel over time from exploration, but that takes time. So part of playing as a whale is cutting out time by spending money. You either have to pay for it in time or in money, and I'm paying for it with money. So I need 10 million steel for the push that I want to do, and I'm not going to get 10 million steel. I'm not going to get the balance of the steel without spending, basically. So there we go. That's the steel. I grabbed the steel. Now if we take... Well, let's finish taking a look here. Custom pet chest. We got a couple days on it, and we got some more Alliance Mobilization to do. Oh, and you guys just watched me mess up. You guys watched me mess up, and you didn't even say anything. You're probably screaming at me through the monitor. This is... I always do it. I did it again. What did I do? I cleared out the $100, and then I spent the $85 without anything in place. So there goes that for tonight, because I don't have a lot of other stuff I'm spending on. We have a couple things, but man, I guess I'm going to have to do the gems first, because I only have a couple things. Let's see, I'll clear these basic claims out. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I am batting 0 tonight. Oh my God. I was so worried about making sure that I got Alliance Mobilization. And same thing with Arena. I was so worried, I set an alarm, set a timer, and then nothing. Didn't get anything for all that effort. All right, so is there anything else? I think there's no other spending. Let me work this right to left and see what we got going on here. Ah, man, I'm just going to be beating myself up over that now. Sign and earn, I'm going to wait for the reset, so it'll do it the same time I do all the other ones. Oh, we do have Journey Treasure, so that's $20 spend. We do have the Hero Rally. Okay, so maybe I can do another 100 after all. But it's going to be... Yeah, and I'm going to have to do some... If I do it, I'm going to have to do some pets. Oh, man. One of those nights. All right, so... Yeah, I'll take this one for this. And then we'll do all the miscellaneous stuff first and see what the balance is. And I'm not going to be able to get it perfect, but I'll come as close as I can. All right, and then we'll grab the... I don't have anything more to do in Hall of Heroes. The weekly benefits card. Oh, is this the day that I do the... It is Sunday. Is this the day that everything reset? Let's see. Man, my brain is just scrambled tonight. It is. This is the day that everything reset. Yeah. So... Yeah, okay. So I can do the sign in and earn it and everything. Let's do the other ones first. I'll do the bigger items first, and then we'll see how much left I have. So I'm going to continue to do this for hero gear, because that's what I need more of right now. And then we'll grab this for hero gear. Intel monthly. It's already purchased. That's the monthly. Wayfarer. Oh, Wayfarer is due to reset. All right. Hero Rally's due to reset. All right. Now I've got about 22,000 more to do. Sign in and earn it. Let's grab that. I don't think that's gonna round out any way I do it, so just grab that there. All right. All right, so we got that. Oh, we got the journey treasures. There's another 10, so now I'm about 12 away. Grab that. All right, is that everything? Sign in and earn it. Journey treasures. Your rally purchased. Got the endless wayfarer. Monthly's good. Weekly benefits are good. All right. Now I'm being extra careful when it's already too late. Fishing tournament is coming, so we can't do any buying on that yet. And come back to here. Man, still can't believe it's gonna haunt me now. Gonna haunt me. Can't believe it. All right. So what do we have left? 12,000 basically. So probably the easiest way to get to 12,000 would be to grab one of these. And then I'll just grab one of these. Like that. And that'll close that one out. All right. Well, at least I closed it out. All right, that's all the spending I'm going to do for today. So now to clear out the rest of these, I'm going to do gem spending. And sometimes when I do these off camera, people like to see it all. They say they like to see the stuff that they can't afford to do. So, all right, here you go. It's just buying some common wild marks, but you got to give the fans what they want. So there you go. And then here I'll do the same with the gems. Whoops. Shop. And buy those. And this is what I try to do, is try to use as much as I can the common wild marks for pets. And usually I try to wait for that spending. That's why I have 2.3 million gems right now. I wait for that for Alliance Mobilization Week. Whoops. All right, and now the rest of this, I'll tell the team, usually they leave some of these top off ones for me, but I'll tell the team I'm not going to be going for them, and I'll just kind of have to sit here and wait to try to, I don't think anybody should be doing that much of this stuff outside SVS, so I guess I'll refresh a bunch of these. I'll refresh this one. I want to cancel that. There are some people who are spenders who just joined us, so I'm not sure they're going to want to do that as well. And some of these they might want to do for that Alliance Mobilization, so I'll leave some of these. But basically I'm just trying to, I'll leave some of these for now. I'm trying to wait. I'm going to have to wait and get more gem tasks, basically. So that's all I can do for Alliance Mobilization for tonight. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, I got a lot more to do, but It's not going to be all in spending tonight. It's going to be gems and other stuff. So I will try to see, let's see, what am I going to do for armament competition? Because I could grab something like that. I really would like to try to grab as much as I can with gems, but yeah, it's going to be fire crystals, research probably. So none of the other stuff that's here is something I want to do for Alliance mobilization task. So that's what we'll do for that. Let's see. We already talked about the Twin Stars together. I think this is a fine team. I think we're going to do really good. Let's see. Maybe even they'll bring some luck that I don't have, because I get hit or miss luck on these events. But hopefully we'll. By the way, it's, you know, this is this emoji is a little strange. It's like they're looking each other dead in the eyes. They're like slapping each other high five and then looking at each other like they're gonna fight each other or kiss. I'm not sure which. They're looking like they're gonna do something. Like their faces are uncomfortably close for me. But you know, all right, it's a good high five emoji, so it's nice. It's nice for that purpose, if nothing else. Maybe it's a like I don't know, camaraderie or something. You know, like maybe that's the emotion they were going for. It's just a little strange. It would have been cool if they were like, you know, if they like slapped each other high five and then gave a thumbs up or something. That would have been better, I think. Anyways, that's my critique of their graphics. Let's see, what else do we got? I think we have a Land of Heroes tonight. So let's take a look. Oh, I better get that going again. Let's see. And yeah, so the other thing to do is we got Land of Heroes, and for the too many things. We've got sigils and speed up. I'm sorry, books and speed ups and stuff we could do for that event, but I would rather kind of use it for some research here. So we make this claim. Oh, we got this one too. We got a 5,000 we can spend there. Maybe I won't do that tonight because I already used it for gems. So I'll use that for another night. I can't forget to do that though. That'd be another spending task I have to do. Was there? Yeah, I mean 10,000. Was there one? I don't think there was one. That's another $100 commitment. I could grab it and let it go across multiple days, but then it's harder. I got a lot of attempts I got to get in. So I'll see if I can grab like one of the smaller top-off points. Maybe I'll do that. All right, but what I was trying to say is what I really want to do is just get some points enough for the that event. And we don't know what event's coming tomorrow either. So let me wait and see, because some armament competition, it's 2 days. There's no problem with waiting for a day anyways. Maybe there'll be some more synergy with the new event that's coming tomorrow, and I'll be able to double dip on it. Let's see. So I'll leave that alone for now. Yeah, so all right. So I guess with that said and done, other than crying about my pathetic arena run, where I had 10 more attempts to do. Not 10. Yeah. I think I had, no, maybe 8, because I did a couple. Did I do a couple hits? Yeah, I did a couple hits for points. Man, just a bummer. No, I didn't. That's it. I just got hit. So I had 10 more hits waiting to go. I'm going to stop crying about it any minute now. All right. Last thing to do is, let's see, and I already talked about Bear Trap 3. So if for those of you who follow me and don't know that this is a thing, by the way, look it up. This is how alliances get a third Bear Trap, basically. You set up an alternate, like a farm account or something. You see what we got going on here is we got 3 sides with OMG territory, and then you create a lane for the other alliance to come in. Your kind of sister alliance that you're using just for this. This isn't even an academy. This is just used for the purpose of farming and for this third Bear Trap. And you whitelist players on both accounts, so on both alliances. That way they can pop back and forth for Bear Trap. This way they don't have to keep on teleporting or anything. So they're in the OMG Alliance territory on a daily basis and for SVS and things like this. And then when it's time to do Bear Trap, they just switch alliances, go do Bear Trap, switch alliances back. And easy as that. So that's how you do it. Although, like I said, our placement of banners could use some improvements. So we're gonna look to improve that. Let's take a look at what's going on. Let's let's take a look at what's going to go on with Land of Heroes, because
Those who defile ancient
I'm not sure I pressed enough of anything to make a difference from the last time I played it, but we're going to find out. So we'll put our primary gear there. We'll get
the fist of steel are
the
unstoppable.
next best gear on Logan, and then Geronimo, and then we already got Lynn. We already got Philly with the next best, and then Alonzo
I'm the hunt only ends.
gets next best, and then let's see, that should set me up. Logan, Alonzo, Philly, and then Geronimo, and then Greg and Mia get just the leftovers. All right. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Land of Heroes, here we come. So here we're going to do Reyna with Greg. And this is going to be 60-40 for Lancer Heavy. This is 60-40. And then we're going to do Logan with Mia and Lynn. And then this will be 50. We're going to go, let's see, 48-4-48, I think, for this one. Although, I don't know, 54-3-43 seemed to be working well also. But we'll leave it like this, 48-4-48. And then we do Geronimo, Philly, and Alonzo with 50-20-30. Like that. And we see what happens. Ouch. This is not gonna... Yeah, I didn't think that went about just about as I thought it was gonna go. Oh, I hate when the first one goes first. Yeah. Let's I don't think this mattered at all, but I'm gonna go with 54-3-43. Man, yeah, I just didn't push. I pushed hero gear just such a small amount. I think I'd have to get lucky to do anything here. Hey, I got a little lucky. Man, I just hate it when the first squad goes first. There's no way this is happening. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Oh my god, my luck tonight. Tonight is not my night, folks. Man. Just horrible. My luck has been in the tank lately. I hope that changes this week. Because I can't afford to be letting the team down for Tundra Adventure. Alright, that's all we got. I'm sure I'm not at the top. Oh, well. I don't know why. Maybe Hunty didn't do his Land of Heroes yet. I shouldn't be. I think he's pushed his heroes quite a bit more than me, so I doubt I'll be there for long. I think as soon as he does his labyrinth, he'll be beating me soon. All right, that's all we got for that. Let's take a look at the backpack quick. Here we go. Put this in the bank, in the tank, in the bank. Put that away. All right. Got a little island decoration there. Nice. Turn that in. And lucky hero gear. Hey, all right. Oh, oh, oh. All right, my luck's turning around. Let's keep that. Let's keep that for next session. Speed ups, and then we'll take a look at resources as well. See how much steel I have. All right. So steel is at 10 million now. So I need more than 10 million, but now I'm at a nice spot where I think I'll be able to get the rest of what I need from the daily exploration, basically. So that might put me in a good position to not have to get steel at the next wishful and then get, one of the other items that's more valuable and more, efficient to buy than steel. So, nice. All right, let's see. That's all we got. I think that's all we got for that. Let's take a look at VIP section, and we'll have a cry together about how long it's going to take to get Frost Sphere 2. So, you know what? The luck I've been having tonight, I'm not touching this wheel tonight. No, sir. I'm not doing that at all. I will grab the custom mythic. By the way, let's have a quick discussion about this. If you guys who are telling me you should buy the other stuff that's free, it is not free. Nothing is here in here is free. I know this looks like a big number because you watch me spending all this money and getting all these prestige. What are these called? Prestige badges. Prestige badges. But if you look, first of all, it's random based. For 20,000 VIP. By the way, 20,000 VIP takes $100. So every $100. You get like 1 or 2,000 of those prestige shop things. So it's going to take like at least 10, but probably more like 12 of these spins. So that's like $1,200 that it's going to take just to be able to get 20,000 points, right? So $1,200. And then you have to ask yourself, what do I want to spend that on? Because this would be, 20,000 of those would be for 100 charm guides. Is it worth spending, that kind of money, $1,200 for 100 charm guides? I mean, the way I'm looking at it, and I don't know that my spend level is going to stay this high this long. And if it is, then at some point I'll start cashing in on things that are actually higher value here. But right now it's that custom mythic has the highest value to me. So, and it is the highest value in the shop. So, spending that 20,000 every week on that's like $1,200 a week. Think about that for a second. The minute my spend level comes down, I'm not going to be able to have 20,000 a week. So I'm going to be using more than I spend pretty soon. I hope, because 12,000 a week is, too much money. It's $4,800 a month, which I have been spending more than that, but I don't plan to be spending that much consistently going forward. I need to really, pare things down, hopefully. So, I don't know, man, if we end up, but still that's $4,800. That would just like sustain where my current level was. And if that happens, then at some point, yeah, all right, I'll use some of the excess. But until then, I'm not. So here's where we're at, though. Oh, we went a point. What is it? 0.1 or 0.2 closer. So 37 million. Let's see. We're still I know we're still like $70,000 out. So I pop that in the calculator. 37 million divided by 50,000 times 100. 74,000. It's still ridiculous. Still a ridiculous amount of money away. So, like I said, we'll have a cry about how long it's going to take. But I guess the number goes down every week by some, pretty small fractional amount. So there's always that to look forward. Anyways, if you like following this journey and you like hanging out with me every night when I do these daily journals, remember what I'm trying to do is share my experience as a whale, share my journey. Some of these nights are going to be just nights where I'm just doing standard account maintenance and stuff. And yeah, some nights are going to be I'm making mistakes and you guys are laughing about them or I'm learning from them. So make sure you add the comments because good or bad, I read them when I can, and I like to learn from it, and it's humbling to learn from my mistakes as well. I know you don't realize if you're not somebody who's a content creator, but sometimes when you're doing something on camera, your mind is like in a million places at once. You're trying to make sure you remember certain points you wanted to hit, and then you make mistakes. So that's kind of what happens to me sometimes. I don't know, it is what it is, not much I can do about it. But if you like following this journey, you like having a laugh at me every now and then, and you like laughing along with me or learning along with me when I'm learning something and I share it and you learn as well, all I need you to do is super simple. What I need you to do is hit that little like button because I get like 7,000 views of these videos and I only get a couple hundred. If at best, I get a couple hundred likes. So please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll be the first to know about it. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.